So this a Group B mixed doubles match, and it is the two-time defending champions Puavaranukroh and Taerattanachai. Won here in Bangkok 2 years ago, when actually the event was played in January 2021. They also won in Bali last year at the end of year finale. So two-time defending champions, current world #1s. They played against their teammates yesterday, who we saw just a moment ago, Jomko and Sudirman, and won in 2 straight games. So the simple mathematics is, if they win today's match, they have qualified for the semi-final knockout stage.
Versus Tan Hian Meng and Lai Pei-jing from Malaysia.
Their opponents, well, they also won yesterday. So the same scenario applies. If Tan Hian Meng and Lai Pei-jing win this encounter, then they've qualified for the semi-final knockout stage. Tan Hian Meng and Lai Pei-jing, of course, that sensational win over the Olympic champions yesterday. Wang Yilu and Wang Dongping, their first win against the Chinese pair in their 8th meeting. And it's also their first ever victory in the World Tour finals. This is their 3rd World Tour finals, and up until yesterday they'd never won a match. In fact, they'd never won a game. They'd finished 4th in the group, both in 2017 and last year. But as you can see, this is a tense meeting between these two pairs, and it is the current world #1s, Puavaranukroh and Taerattanachai, who won 7 of the previous 9.
And which side? This side receiver? Okay.
So I think, help me out here, Steen, about the toss of the coin.
I didn't pay enough attention, but given that the 2 pairs are changing ends, I think that the Thai pair won the coin toss.
I think they chose to receive.
You do?
Or serve. I don't think they chose ends.
Wow.
Yeah. So as far as Dichapon Puavaranukroh is concerned, he's 25 years of age, from Chonburi, and he and his partner finished the year at #2 on the race to these World Tour finals, but they are currently world #1s. In fact, their 42nd week in total in their 3rd spell as world #1. Sapsari Taerattanachai is the older of the two. She's 30 years of age, from Udon Thani. And when they won in Bangkok in 2020, they beat So Sung-jae and Che Yu-jung in the final. Now, that's what I was telling you earlier. They beat their teammates Jomko and Sudirman in 2 straight games. Very comfortable opening game, and then came from 8-14 down in that 2nd game before saving 2 game points and winning it 25-23. So to Tan Hian Meng, who is 28 years of age, born in Johor, and he and his partner 1 place down on the world rankings from their career high of #7. But finished the year ranked 5 on the race to the World Tour finals, and it's the 2nd consecutive year that they finished 5 in the race to the World Tour finals. Lai Pei-jing is 30 years of age, from Kwangtung, and she and her partner won 1 World Tour title this year. That was the Korean Open 500 event. It was their first ever World Tour title when playing in their 2nd World Tour tournament final. There's the sensational result that they achieved yesterday against the Olympic champions, Wang Yilu and Wang Dongping. First victory over that Chinese pair in their 8th meeting. So that's a huge win for them, and it's rather nice that we've got the 2 winners of the group, of yesterday's group matches, playing each other today. Because it means that matches tomorrow, at least one match in the group, will be significant for who qualifies for the semi-final knockout stage. Our court officials from Chinese Taipei and from France. Steen, have you managed to look back and see who?
I have, you were right. The Thais chose to either serve or receive. I couldn't really figure that
difficult,
out. But
wasn't it?
Tan and Lei chose to play the near side of the court here.
Right. I do find it surprising when there is such a drastic drift that players, when they win the toss of the coin, don't choose ends. Whether they like to start the bad end or start the good end is sort of irrelevant. But, you know, there's a drastic difference. You'd think that they would want to either start a potential deciding game on the good side or end it on the good side.
The champion, Puavaranukroh, and Taerattanachai, Thailand. And Netherlands, Tan Min and Lai Pei-jin, Malaysia. Subsidiary Taerattanachai to serve to Lai Min. Tan Min. Level. Play.
So the 2-time defending champions, Puavaranukroh and Taerattanachai, far side of the court against Tan Min and Lai Pei-jin of Malaysia. Wow. Well, that really does emphasize the drift, doesn't it?
One, low. Service over, 1-0.
You didn't see the Malaysians play yesterday, did you?
I did.
You did?
They played really well. Got their first ever win in both a World Tour event and not a World Tour event, but the World Tour Finals event, and against the Olympic champions, and they were really able to play themselves in a good position after the service and the return, and then Tan Min's big smash and the alertness of Lai on the front court did the job. Even a strong mixed doubles player like Hwang Dongping, she couldn't withstand the attack from Tan.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It's also evident, in my opinion, that Wang Yilu is not yet back at his best. This is his comeback tournament from injury, but they stayed very much alive, winning their match today. Did the Olympic champions.
Yes, in under 30 minutes. That's a good return of serve.
Service over, 4-2. Five, 3. 6-3.
Just wide. Well, obviously at the moment, I don't think the Malaysian pair are finding the form that took them to that victory over the Olympic champions yesterday.
No, not at all. They're not getting out of the service situation.
Nice. Good angle on the attack from Puavaranukroh.
And they didn't play a shot from above the tape in that rally, the two Malaysians. And that's essential if they are to have a chance of winning. They cannot win from playing from below the tape.
Service fault called, too high on Dichapon Puavaranukroh.
4-8.
Well, that run of 5 points comes to an end. Oh, service fault followed up by a service error from Tan Meng. Sort of repaying the compliment, a cheap point. It's going wide as well.
That's a complete disaster at the start of this match here to Taerattanachai. Let's hope that their choice was the bad side in the beginning. I'm not sure that's how they see it, but they have not at all been able to get into the match.
Oh, it's a great flick serve and a lovely way to go to the mid-game interval with the world number ones, Puavaranukroh and Taerattanachai, with a 7-point advantage. So the coaching staff have both imparted their wisdom to their two respective pairs. Chinny Hui for the Malaysian combination. You know, Steen, when I was preparing for today's matches, you know, I didn't actually see the Malaysians beat the Olympic champions yesterday, but I checked the record books, and you know, I had high hopes because, and it could still happen, but mixed doubles is the only discipline where Malaysian players have not won a title at the end of year finale championships since 2008, the first of the Super Series finals.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know, they must be playing so well, but I haven't seen it so far.
They did play well, but the service situation was the deciding situation, and here they've lost it over and over and over again. There's one thing, though, talking about coaching, they played the first game without coach as Chinny Hui was busy on the adjacent court with the women's double. Later came back and helped them.
That was yesterday.
Win. That was yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's, I mean, Tan Meng, reschooled from a men's singles player, and he's got a big smash, but he's got to be able to set himself up, or Lai Pei-Jing at the net. He's got to be able to set him up for that smash. And if that's not the case, then they're in big problems.
14-6.
Well, ever since 3-all, the defending champions have really just stamped their authority on this.
Yeah.
I mean, we've talked about the fact that Tan and Lai are not playing as well as they played yesterday, but they're not being allowed to.
No, they're not being allowed to.
7-40.
Yeah, look at the body language too of this man.
And he played those shots so well yesterday, but here it's more or less the first chance he's had at playing one of those shots. So you tend to overdo it. Wow.
15-7.
That time the flick serve was well long. So a service fault and a service error from this man.
16.
That's well judged.
And the worrying thing, if this continues,
Service over.
is first of all, of course, this match here, where Lai and Tan are in big problems, but also tomorrow where they're playing Puavaranukroh and Taerattanachai's compatriots, Jomko and Puavaranukroh, because they will know what kind of tactics to employ against the Malaysians. And it's amazing how big a difference there is to the Malaysians' game, whether they play from above or below the tape.
Isn't that true of every badminton player in the doubles disciplines?
Yes, it's always preferable to play from above the tape, but some players have a great touch from below the tape as well.
Yeah,
and
such as
Wang Yilu, the Thai pair that they're playing here, Puavaranukroh, also even from a little bit below the tape, is creative. If I think they might come up with some more, some of the Indonesians, some of the Indonesian pairs, the touch that they have from below the tape.
Oh, good backhand. Oh, that was a super backhand from Sapsari Taerattanachai. Changed the momentum of the rally.
19.
That one.
9.
Isn't that super?
Game point.
So game point opportunities all rather quickly after just 11 minutes of play. Opening game 21-9 in favour of the two-time defending champions Puavaranukroh and Taerattanachai. They're looking exceptionally strong at the moment. Yeah. Racket arm outstretched. Dichapon take the shuttle early. Keep it flat over the net. And the reward, the opening game, 21-9.
มันแสดงว่าเราขึ้นนี้ใช่ไหมไอ้นี่มันขึ้นมาผู้หญิงขึ้นมาถูกป่ะผู้ชายถอยไปข้างหน้ามันจะมือสับก็ว่าอันนี้มันจะพุ่งไป
管他手上的东西来不及，他就直接第一时间就是一直出场，
你挨着你就是你直接一会你直接是懂了，
你就可能不要这样多想法，
敲他，
直接吃好不好？
敲他，你不要想着你要自拍啊，不能自拍，敲，在上面敲不了身边上去的分别。
Well, very interesting that Chinny Wei used all of her allotted time to speak to the Malaysian pair.
Yeah, and it seemed like she had their full attention.
Absolutely, yeah.
Second game. Level.
I wish I understood her coaching.
Yeah.
I've heard she's an excellent coach.
She's on the last tournament here as coach for the independent Malaysian players. She's been hired in New Zealand. The North Harbour Club in Auckland is she going to coach, and she's going to be replaced by another former international, Rosman Razak, who is currently coaching the Philippines, but he's turning back to coach the independent players.
Yeah, well, I think New Zealand is exceptionally lucky to have Chinny Wei.
1-0.
Be nice to see Razak back on the international stage there as a coach.
Let's see if they can turn it around. That's better.
2.
If I were the ties, then I would continue to try and direct the returns away from the body of the two Malaysian players. That was the shot he played so well yesterday. The third shot there from Tan Kien Meng. The last one, well, that needs no mention.
Yeah, and you see the body language here, Steen, Tan Kien Meng. Look at it, he's now thrown his racket. It bothers me that it is quite obvious that he's beating up on himself. He's disappointed with his performance. He's got to keep his spirits up. He's got to keep fighting.
Yeah, he's feeling sorry for himself. That's a slave of feelings. Saying, oh, I'm not playing my best. Well, we can see that you're not playing your best if you saw the match yesterday. But you've got to stop feeling sorry for yourself, because this is going to be tough if you're going to change this match around. It's not going to be like you win the second game 21-11 or anything like that.
No.
If you win 22-20 after coming back from match points down, that will be a fantastic performance. So you've got to set yourself in a position where you can actually turn matches around. And if you don't do that, well, then you can only hope for a rolled ankle or something else.
And we can't even contemplate that. Nobody wants to see that. That's a great serve, though, from Dichapong.
It could also be vital to get a single game for Tan Kien Meng and Lai Pei-Jing, because right now there's a scenario that could send the Olympic champions into the semi-final, even without winning a game more in the tournament. If the ties here, if they win in straight games today, straight games tomorrow, and Jomko and Pevsampran defeats Tan and Lai in straight games, then Huang Dongping and Wang Yilu is on to the semi-finals on better game score without winning a game more in the tournament, in the group stage. So extremely important to get a game for the Malaysians here. So that's how he fired the smashes away yesterday, Tan Kien Meng.
Well, the Thai pair have challenged this.
Challenge unsuccessful.
So only
One
one challenge
challenge
left.
remaining.
I thought it was closer than that, I have to admit.
Sorry.
And obviously the tie pair
Tie.
must have thought it was out. I didn't think it was that far in, but in it was.
Good placements.
Yeah. You could see both of the Malaysians sort of start to move, and then they both stopped. Good smash. Yeah, a little more urgency in the style of the Malaysians now in the last few rallies.
6, 7. Service over. 8, 6.
Yeah, wrong formation, the Malaysians. Well spotted by the umpire. That's a problem for a tall athlete, isn't it?
Right.
Tend to get in a tangle sometimes on defensive play. Well, I'm not sure whether that's well left or well missed. But we do go to the mid-game interval with the two-time defending champions with another handsome lead. 5-point advantage here in the second game, having already won the first.
นี่แม่งเข้ามาพอดีเลยให้จุดแดงนี่2 อันพอเลือกได้ให้มันเป็นยังไงก็ได้ให้มันตีลบ 1เข้าใจป่ะลูกนี้ยังคงเป็นเหมือนเดิมแต่ดูดิจังหวะที่ไอ้นี่เข้ามาผู้หญิงเข้ามาหยุดตลอดเลยเพราะเราไม่กล้าเราขึ้นไม่กล้าให้แข่ง
跟得快点，当然他没有给你空间调了，给你给你这个后边点来给你处理，他全部都是跟你打飞的球，第一时间的球他全部跟你打。
Most of the tour to Tan Kieng Meng.
给你时间打，啊，明白了吗？因为他真的打不下去，小力量打他一下子，如果是你真的什么不敢打，单半下不敢打。
11, 6, tie.
So 11-6 as play resumes.
Court 2, men's singles, Group A.
Oh, that's a well, Not a good block on the backhand side from Dichapon.
That was a great choice of shot. We didn't get to see it in replay, but
Oh, that's nice too.
finding the openings is so important. And there's just no reply from Taerattanachai to these situations here.
Oh my goodness, that hit the red carpet.
14, 6.
Significant lengthways drift. Oh, I think he could have left that one as well. Puavaranukroh.
7, 14.
Well, that was a run of 7 straight points for the Thai pair.
Yeah, and it's hard to imagine that they can come back here. They can perhaps hit a small streak of good rallies. I just don't see them come back overall.
That's great control from Puavaranukroh because that serve got deflected by hitting the net cord.
8. Service over. 9, 15.
Missed it.
Yeah, that's a real pity, isn't it? That was an opportunity.
Service over. 16, 9.
Missed that one as well.
17, 9.
She read that one well. Oh, brilliant! Well constructed by Tan Kieng Ming.
Service over. 10, 18.
That reverse slice on that final push played to perfection. Same can't be said for that shot.
Service over. 19, 10.
Well, it's an instant feedback on what you need to do better if you want to be competitive
Yes.
amongst the top 5 pairs in the world.
That wasn't up. Yeah, that bounced first. Didn't hear the umpire call it though, but here we go.
Service over.
There's the bounce.
11, 19.
Presumably the players heard it, because otherwise it's awfully dangerous to stop until the umpire has made the call. Oh, his reactions are so good. He keeps the shuttle so flat within the rallies. And in the almost blink of an eye, 28 minutes to be precise, it's match point opportunities. (21-9), 21-11 in 28 minutes. My goodness me. Well, they were so sharp today, the defending champions. The only players from Thailand ever to win the end-of-year championship, whether it be Super Series or World Tour finals. No other players from Thailand have achieved what they've achieved. And they could go on and create history even more. No mixed doubles pair has ever won 3 consecutive end-of-year championships. They're on a quest to do so. And quite frankly, if they continue to play like that for the rest of the week, they have every chance of achieving that. 21-9, 21-11. Well, the time's been rounded up to 29 minutes. But what is certain is 2 matches played, 2 matches won by the 2-time defending champions, Puavaranukroh and Taerattanachai. Well, coming up next, we have 2 players that lost yesterday, so it's a must-win situation for both of the women's singles players. The 3-time former champion Tai Su-ying of Chinese Taipei up against Busanan Ongbangarangpan of Thailand. Welcome back to Bangkok, the HSBC BWF World Tour Finals. Day 2 of competition, and the action is hotting up. Group stage, of course, the top 8 players and pairs in each of the 5 disciplines, divided into 2 groups of 4. Everybody plays everybody else within the group, and it's only the top 2 of the groups that go through to the semi-final knockout stage. And that's why it's so